Hello. That's that one frame jab right there. No, Mars A wouldn't have SD'd there. And B, he probably would have tracked that and then done back air from where my Lucina was just at. That was down air. That's pretty good. I don't know. It's like 1:30. I have to go to sleep soon, but I want to stream, obviously. I was supposed to wake up earlier yesterday to get it in during the daytime. Yeah, that didn't work out. We're gonna try again tomorrow. I mean, later today, I suppose. But, you know. Um, you guys know the vibes. Like, I could play Street Fighter, but, like, who's online at this time? Whoops. How? How? No. Not what I meant to do, but I don't think I had a double jump. What? Okay, but did you see that combo I performed on the platform? That was pretty good. That was a pretty good combo. That was a pretty good moment where I took pretty good advantage of my advantage state. So I recently, well, literally moments ago, before I turned the stream on, uh, I didn't change my costume. My table could elevate another level, so I elevated it to the highest level that I can sit at. And I don't know why I didn't have this like this earlier. I think it was because I anticipated using my lounge chair to stream more often. But how did that miss? Dude, when I saw Louis Money, that man like one thing I noticed from his Palutena, like Shaq's Palutena could optimize touches but like crazy, right? And like Louis Money's too. I think that's part of the problem or the thing when you have to do when you play Palu is optimize your touches perfectly, which I am not capable of doing in my current state. Whoops. Um I grabbed. Oh, I'm KO'd. Oh, okay. Oh. Nope, that was up smash. Why is this such a hard time? No. No! And he laughs at me. Do you hear him? Literally cackling. That was a full jump then. I'm sorry? Ugh. Gotta keep sharpening, right? So, Palu's air control is really solid. Obviously, she's literally one of the best characters in the game. Despite the fact that DLC. um, wow, I'd rather not. But yeah, all Palutenas at guaranteed, they can do back air on command, like, easy. That's not even a question of when they do back air on command. I can, like, partially do back air on command. It's like a 70% success rate.
Too bad for you.
I'm actually gonna stop like playing for like 3 minutes for a sec to watch MKLeo play Lucina. 2022 Lucina. It's against the Mac, so it's a little bit of a skewed um, method, I suppose. But it'll definitely be interesting watching how he uses, like, how he plays her. I was watching MKLeo's freaking Marth go. I was watching his Marth, and I'm like, dude, like, MKLeo is like literally one of the only players I've seen who's, well, not only, but he's like a player that I saw. Wow, this wolf is kicking my butt. Reverse Nair maybe? No, 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 no. Oh. Oh, he called out the tech. Wah! Yeah! Yeah! Oh! He saved me!
1.
I also think at this point in time I'm very used to Lucina's buttons, whereas Palu's buttons feel a lot less familiar. They felt more familiar on my old controller, but since I switched to GameCube, yeah, they feel different. Yeah, so far, Mr. Leo has not fast fallen once. $95% versus max 17. Okay, fair. Fair. Dash attack. Down air. F smash. F tilt. So he's just using like Lucina's floatiness to like stay aerial, and her fast aerial buttons make it so she can shoot out many aerials at once. Okay, edge guarded with fair. What was that? Hang on. And then fast fell to land. Make sure you landed on edge, on ledge perfectly. That was pretty good by the Mac. Up air into back air. Wait, you can do up air into back air? I know it's Mac, but okay. Down air, shield. Probably went for a tech chase. I don't know, like it's all just proper space control. Or not proper, but like accurate space control. Yeah, like it was just control space more effectively than the Mac could. Which makes sense, like apparently Palutena and Lucina are both Fundy's characters as they call it. Foundation's characters that as I would call it. Which probably just means like a good control of space, a good understanding of frame data, of your character's normals, of your character's advantage states and disadvantage states. Whoops. Jumped into it. Oh. Can I do it? It's just proper control space and not get hit, right? Well. Boo, I suck, boo, boo. Oh my god, it might be a really short stream because I have to go sleep soon. I guess no Street Fighter today. I guess. How? don't have anything to say. I don't have any content today. I'm so tired. Work was cool, but it just reminded me of the type of person, or the type of execution I have in unfamiliar environments. Like, one thing I want to get one thing I really do want to achieve, a genuine goal of mine. That I don't know if it's like a goal that should be that I'm like allowed to think about or dream about, because you know a lot of people have the same goal, right? And I've been raised in a specific way that tells me, like, where people have told me that you should thinking about these things. You know, you're one in million. You know what I'm saying? What, like, statistically speaking, how are you gonna be the one to do it, right? I know, right? It's freaking. My parents were weird, y'all. Realist, sure, but definitely odd. Um, so it's like one thing I really do want to accomplish. Oh my god. My god, it's just such long buttons. They're slow, but they're so long. I think Byleth actually wins this matchup. Like, yeah, I know it's Palu, but I think Palu only wins because she has Palu combos. And Palu advantage state where I could, like, technically take a stock out with one touch. I hate the way the metas, like, I don't hate it, but I dislike the way they have the meta of Smash built these days. It's literally built on this idea of a single touch could take out a stock. Whoops. GG's. I feel like if we identify like the meta Smash in different methods, there'd definitely be different top tiers. Like, I really do feel like Byleth could be top tier, but she's like, they're very slow. Yada yada. Um. Oh right, as I was originally saying, like, I'm, you know, like one thing I do want to accomplish, hopefully by next year. But if I can't do it next year, I would. Hey yo. Yo. yo, why does Piranha Plant maintain its life lead so consistently? Listen to his name. That is one of the best lines in Community. He freaking books, um, Gupti Gupti Gupta, and they're like, yo, he's known for his racist acts, and then Dean's like, how is he racist? Listen to his name. That is literally one of the best lines in Community. Guys, this was the first character I played when I played this game. Oh my god. Heavy tack, sure, but like, wow. Yo, Bowser. I guess since my overall smash ability has gotten better. Yeah, so I want to win Evo. That'd be awesome. That's actually like one of my dreams is to win Evo. I figured winning Evo would be that like step you. Yo. Whoops. All right. Thank you all for watching today's stream. Right. It's my dream to win an Evo. To win Evo. Period. That'd be, wow. Not like I'd have done something with my life, obviously, because living alone is having done something with my life, truly. But I just want to win an Evo. I feel like to come out of that pool of competitors, that massive, that dense and deep pool of competitors where monsters drown in pools, to come out of that and be one of the last 8 standing would bring me unending elation. To come out of those 8 like dragons pretty much and be the tiger standing above all of that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just wow. I don't know what I'd feel. I don't know. Like, it hasn't happened to me. I haven't achieved anything like it to this point anyways. Like, I don't know. All I know is that I want it. I want it so bad. I want it so bad. But like, it's also unrealistic to try to attain it without having any foundations. Especially because I don't have the talent to make up for not having foundations. You know? I feel like my talent really lies in like the ability to grind foundations endlessly. For anyone who's read History's Strongest Disciple, Kenichi, they tell him he has a talent for tenacity, even though he's talentless. And that really resounds with me personally. I've said this before, but it feels like I'm able to obtain like maybe an intermediate level of ability in like many things relatively quickly. But to push past that intermediate ability into advanced, and then to push past that into like mastery, into control, like embodiment of the hobby of the task. I feel like that's like really where it's at. I want to attain that so badly. And I really love Street Fighter, and I'd love to attain in Street Fighter, and like getting first place at EVO would be so validating. Cause it'd just be like, dude, I'm that good. I'm the guy. I'm the guy now. Like I'm that guy. For that entire year, from that EVO till next year's EVO, it's gonna be like, this is the EVO champ. And like this, like when I was a kid and when I was younger, I really liked Street Fighter 4, right? And there was a certain guy who reigned the champions of EVO Street Fighter 4 for like 7 years. Like 5 of those years being straight victories. There's a guy, and I you all know the guy if you keep up with Street Fighter, or if you know about Street Fighter in general. There's a guy, I don't need to say his name. I'm not gonna say his name. It's Daigo Umehara, okay? And it's just like, how? Like, how was he able to do that to that extent? Like, he was almost guaranteed to always be in the EVO Grand Finals. And then he was, on top of that, pretty much guaranteed to get first place. Like, there was literally two EVOs that I can remember. One in 2009 and one in 2013. Where in 2009, he was against Jay Wong's Boxer, right? And I think he came out of losers, or Jay Wong was in losers, and Jay Wong came out of losers, but then Daigo clutched it out in the end. And vice versa, like in 2013, it was Ricky Ortiz. Who, by the way, God, I need to see Ricky Ortiz. Go mode. Wow, go mode. Yeah, I need to see Ricky Ortiz freaking play again. Oh my god, watching her play again would be inspiring. Her freaking Rufus was amazing. I think she's gonna play 6. I think everyone who left 5 is gonna play 6. Like Sanford Kelly released this whole tweet on his Twitter, basically being like, "Yeah, I think I'm too old for this," and like Street Fighter is going in a direction that I don't agree with, and I'm sitting here like, okay, Sanford, like I don't even know the guy. I don't know that guy, for what it's worth. I don't know who Santhrax is. Santhrax does not know who I am. I really liked what. Dash attack? Yeah. KO. Oh. What hit him? My handle? I hit him with my handle?
The future is not written.
But yeah, I want to finish the stop before I call it a stream. I'm gonna switch to the other screen though, so I don't have to keep playing Smash. So, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? Evo, Street Fighter. Oh yeah, Ricky Ortiz. Yeah, that would be inspiring. Um, and he won consistently, annually for like 4 years, 4 or 5 years straight. Like, what level of mastery, like genuine mastery? This isn't even like an exaggeration. What level of like absolute control of your character, at least, right? Do you need to have to attain that? Like, in terms of character control alone, I'm not gonna take into account the strategy because apparently Daigo strategies are just like beyond amazing. And for what it's worth, I agree. For what it's worth, I do agree. But I think Daigo spends hella time in the lab. He spends so much time in the lab that it kind of makes sense that his strategies are like that expansive and whatnot. Just yeah, like what kind of I really think it's like this idea of like and like Daigo's like the easiest like example to like point at, but it's like what does he see? Like what does he see? I want to know so badly what he sees. I want to know so badly what the top level sees, man. How does Bonchan fireball so effectively? How does he play a character like Sagat in 5 and win? Like period. How does Zaf play a character like Sagat in 5 and win? But like what do they see? You know? What does like what was Kawano thinking and feeling in those moments, in those crucial moments in like the grand finals of Evo? What was Idol thinking and feeling? Like what do they I know they're human. I know I'm human. Like they're probably like in all sorts of like I don't know, man. I would never know until I'm there. And even when I'm there, I'm pretty sure I know exactly how I feel. I'd be so like I would need I would need buttload a buttload of some of that good man. I would need so much of that. I'd be in the skies. I'd be amongst the clouds. Who like my anxieties would be insane, dude. I'd be like my heart would be beating 200 miles per hour. I would genuinely have to wake up that day and like go for a 3 hour run to exhaust my body to make sure that it's not hyped up for the event. And I would still be somehow hyped up for the event, obviously. But like, dude, I remember seeing, reading, or hearing something a while ago. Basically, Daigo being like, tournaments these days, they don't really they don't really like. I don't feel the tournament like pressure because I've been in so many of these. And I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, damn. Every tournament I enter, I always feel the pressure. I feel like, here's what I can say with confidence: is once Street Fighter 6 comes out, I will be at every Evo for that game. That's what I can say with confidence, or at least I'll try to be at every Evo for that game. But it's gonna be hard. It's in Vegas. Literally, that's all. It's in Vegas. And like I live in the States, so it's easier to get to Vegas than from not being in the States, but like it's in Vegas. Just that's all. I don't will I even be able to make friends there? Like would I even be able to make connections there? Like part of me thinks that if I get good enough at this game, me being good enough at it will attract people to me. And to an extent that's accurate. And I know myself pretty well, and I know I'm a pretty likable person. At least I like to believe. And not even likable. I know I'm a pretty entertaining person. I know that. And it's just like I don't know, man. I this is a stream. clearly. This is a video, clearly, whatever, right? No one's watching this anyways, but it's it's kind of reassuring to know like these thoughts that I'm having, I can say them out loud and they'll be recorded and like permanently archived on my channel. I suppose this is one of the like if I was to make a moment of this is a moment of me being human. And like that's all. It's it's odd, like it's just odd is what I feel like it is. Like I I can't even make top 8 at my region. Granted my region's full of monsters, but like y'all saw me last carry out clash. I got 0 and 2. I went 0 and 2. That was so disappointing, dude. And I know like gauging myself by these things isn't a good way of like measuring my value as a person, obviously. I know like points attaching my value as a person to Street Fighter 5 specifically is not a good thing or a healthy thing to do. Duh. Attaching my value as a person to any game in general typically isn't a good thing or a healthy thing to do. Like my value as a person is defined by me alone first off. Um as well as the fact that like a person inherently always has value. Being alive is valuable. And it's just so hard to constantly have to remember that. It's so hard to constantly have to think about that, you know? This would be a great moment to have face cam on and just like I could just look at the camera and like talk to myself and think about this kind of thing. I don't know. This in itself tends to be kind of fun as well. And to be fair, for whatever content there wasn't while I was playing Smash, it's all here. If you stuck around till this point and you're watching and you're listening to this part, I mean, you're listening for a reason, I guess. It For anyone who needs to hear this, for anyone who wants to hear this, um you're worth it, you know. Existing itself is painful. It really is. I feel like existence is suffering. The Buddhists got it right, for real. But I feel like it's worth it. I feel like it's worth it. Even because even amongst all that turmoil, even amongst all that pain and suffering, is your own ability to feel those things. And I feel like we take that for granted. Like, I went 0 2, right? Let's use this for example, because we're primarily a gaming channel for some reason. And, we went 0 2, right? If that's the case, if we went 0 2, I did not feel good. I felt terrible. I dropped a sweet punish. I distinctly recall that. And the other matchup was just something I wasn't prepared for mentally or foundationally. And that happens. And my goal as a player is to make sure that never happens. If you're gonna beat me, you're gonna beat me by outplaying me. That is the end all be all. There is not going to be a single player in Street Fighter 6 who will win a game against me unless they outplay me. Now they can outplay me by doing shenanigans, by using gimmicks, by being more reckless. That is still a method of outplaying me, right? But what's not going to happen is they're going to do something that I have a clear answer for, and the only thing stopping me from doing that answer are my reactions, right? Are either my reactions or my execution. For example, like this is a very dumb comparison, right? Don't like this is explicitly an example, right? And I can point to this example in numerous different methods, right? Anyone who Street Fighters, frankly, has probably heard of Evil Moment 37, a moment in which Daigo Umehara and Justin Wong were playing the Chun-Li Ken matchup, Daigo playing Ken, Justin Wong playing Chun-Li, and Justin Wong said, I'm gonna go for Chip, and in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike you could parry, so Daigo parried all of Chun-Li's super, and it was one of the hypest moments in fighting game history, right? Yada yada yada. We've all heard this story. We've all seen the story. I don't need to tell you guys. You can literally look up Evil Moment 37 on YouTube. Don't add me, okay? Or please add me because I need subscribers. Subscribe to Orangepail, please. And in that moment, right? In that moment, sure that's hype. Sure, that's amazing. Like Daigo did an amazing play. When I saw that for the first time, I was like, "Oh my god, Daigo's a god!" Like unironically. But then I thought about it. Like I got older and I watched more fighting game stuff and I played fighting games myself and I thought about it more. And there are more recent examples of Daigo doing that exact same sort of idea in Street Fighter V. It's not to the same extent because wow, perfect parrying or parrying Chun-Li Super and Third Strike is something really difficult. But for example, Daigo's Guile in Street Fighter V versus I believe it was Shuton's Urien. Shuton had Daigo in the corner, activated mirror, to put Daigo in a guess your game situation. Daigo knows the matchup to such an extent where he did sweep 3 times on Shuton. And his sweep traded with the mirror, so it reset. But it also hit Shuton, so it did some gray life. To the point where Daigo was capable of chip KOing Shuton. Or another example, I believe that I can actually point to. I can actually like pick this one out. I believe it was a CPT where Daigo and Kawano were the finalists, the grand finalists, right? And Kawano goes for shimmy, and Daigo says walk up throw in the corner, because I'm so confident you're gonna shimmy. It's like that. It's like that kind of moment where it's like, how did you think of that? And yet that was such an obvious answer, but that was so risky because walking forward like that is so like risky. You walked forward. He's an example that I can look at and I can point to and I can like conceptualize a like what the heck? How did you think of that? How did you know that was like okay, knowing to do that in that moment, the shimmy moment, sure, right? But how did you think of that? How was that the idea? And more importantly, I feel like the part that I would get messed up at, how would you do that in that setting? Like, how did you do an Evil Ryu 25 hit, like 4 1 frame link combo in Grand Finals of Stunfest 2015? How did you do that? What were you? How did you not feel the pressure? Because there is no pressure. Like, there's no pressure. The pressure is something you put on yourself. The only thing that I have to make sure I do, no matter what, is just play as optimally and comfortably as possible. As long as I hit those 2 bars and I keep improving, like, there will be no ceiling to my improvement. Uh, it's it's just I guess I'm scared. I guess I'm like my parents are always asking me like how like if I'm doing anything to like solidify my financial future. And I'm trying to like crack out my degree, but I hate school. I hate school. Like it's seriously not for me, guys. It brings me so much mental anguish. And like I was so happy the year I didn't do school. And that entire year, I was working on real estate and I cracked out my exam and I passed that and I succeeded in getting a real estate license for the state I live in. And that literally took thousands of dollars from me and I didn't make a single penny from it. It was such a good time. And even that year, where I was still doing kind of school because real estate, it was still a much happier time than doing actually school. This actually school thing, this deadline thing, this like read this article to then tell me what the article says thing, I cannot. It's so bad. I'm about to like take another break off of school because I cannot handle it. It's so bad for my mental health. I don't understand why, but it really is. I want to finish my video so bad. I want to finish like literally the first part of the first part. I want to so badly. All I need to do now is record the audio, and yet I cannot. And every time I think about doing it, you know what else pops in my head? Hey, you have to do your schoolwork. Oh, I hate it so much. I hate it so much. All I'm doing is ranting into a microphone. Like, is this not just insanity? Am I just not like? It, who would listen to this? Who would watch this content, listen to this, and say, "Hey, this is good content. Let me consume this." It doesn't matter. This is all for me, anyways. I'm gonna be like 25 and look and pull up this video, and I'll listen to it, and I'll be like, yeah, yeah. I really did used to think like that, huh? Oh my god, 25. Oh my god. That's 4 years from now. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hope I'm a top level comparator when I'm 25. I hope like people are terrified to see my name in bracket when I'm 25. That'd be the dream. I hope people are terrified to see my name in bracket like literally next this Thursday, but you know. It's it's a lot. It really is. I just like I keep saying, I'm just worried. I really am, because like I said earlier, my parents were just asking me, and they're like, how are things looking? How are your finances? Whatever, whatever. And like, I have a job. I have a job. So that's not something we gotta worry about. And this job pays me pretty well. And so I try to be pretty good at my job, and I like to believe I'm pretty good at my job. Like literally today, I work with some people who I don't normally work with. I'm going to continue working with because I'm gonna start working Mondays, or I have started working Mondays. And they were actually surprised at how good I was at my job, and I was like, "Oh, thank you. I appreciate your compliments." I So like financially speaking, after like a few months, by the time it's like, what is it? It's November now, December, January, February, March, April, May. Yes, by the time it's May, I should be very financially secure by my metric. Not financially stable, mind you, just financially secure. Okay? I anticipate working much longer past that, but I hope that by May, the sixth version of Street Fighter will have come out, and I will have loved it to pieces. I really do. I really do. I really hope I do. Um, I I love Street Fighter so much, and I don't want to be bad at the game. I don't. Who says I don't have content? Sure, the screen might not say anything, but you're gonna find. Yes, I was gonna ask, could you find another person basically just pouring their heart into over onto a microphone? Sure, I mean Markiplier, but yeah. Speaking of which, subscribe to Technoblade. Subscribe to Technoblade, please. Um, I don't know, man. I don't like it. It's by May, I should be financially secure. I'll be working my job much more than that, but I should be financially secure at that point, despite all my consumerist habits, right? Um, Maybe I'll be a bit happier, a bit more content. Maybe I'll have a healthier schedule. It's like 2:40. I go to sleep for real. Like, hopefully I'll have all those marks right. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know. It would be nice if like entertaining like was able to support me financially. Frankly, that's all. Because like this right here is my personal therapy. I don't have a therapist, right? But this right here, me being able to do this helps soothe me, right? Me being able to do this, it's like an audio journal, right? And I I spent so much of like the past 2.5, 3 years trying to work myself, trying to improve my mental health, trying to make sure I'm not in a terrible position. And for some reason, I don't feel like I'm done. I never, obviously, you can't be done. You just can't. But I never feel like I'm done. Like, part of the solution is having friends. And I don't have many friends. I barely have any friends. Most of my friends freaking abandoned, well, not abandoned me, but like there was a whole thing. It was so like I messed up, but it was so dumb. It was so dumb in the grand scheme of things. And I messed up. I messed up bad. I really did. But also, it was so dumb. And all I can do every time I think about it is just laugh. And my sisters were like, "Oh, you're letting it still affect you. You shouldn't let it affect you." And I'm like, "Yeah, duh." But mm, it's hard to not let it affect me when I still feel the repercussions of the event to this day. I need more friends. Nah, who need friends when you have freaking YouTube? That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. Please interact with people. Anyone listening to this, please interact with people. Make friends. To go touch grass. Go outside. Breathe air. Don't just sit in. Don't just sit in your rooms. Don't just sit in the basement and not do anything. Please go out. It's healthy for you. I promise. Don't just like fester and mold. It's not good for you. Molding and festering is so bad for you guys. I promise. I don't know. If this message ever there's a lot of like this is if it wasn't clear, I'm fairly certain I have ADHD. I haven't been diagnosed, just fairly certain. Um, but if you can somehow get through all the ramblingness of it all, I hope anyone who hears this really gets the message that I'm trying to like convey, like this energy of like it's difficult, existing is difficult. It really is, unless you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, in which case you have your own set of difficulties. But like not being poor is definitely not one of them. Wait, being poor is definitely not one of them. Um, Existing is difficult, no matter your circumstances. But I feel like for some reason, even though I don't think it is, some part of me feels like it's worth it. Some part of me feels like when this is all said and done, I don't know. Maybe it'll be worth it. Maybe it won't be. I won't know until it's done. But I won't let it end until it ends by itself. That is the only thing I need. You know, obviously I need water. I need air. Don't be a dick. But I won't let it end. I won't let my existence cease until my existence stops. You know, if I get in a car crash, if I get some sort of deadly disease, if my head gets chopped off for some reason, that'd actually be a pretty cool way to go, I won't lie. Oh, by the way, there's no audio record of how I want to go out. Um, but here's my audio record of how I want to go out, right? If someone digs through all of this. Okay. First off, remove my heart and my brain, cremate both of those, and put them into a separate jars. One is a brain jar and one is a heart jar. I don't know how big those jars are going to be after you cremate them, but separate those and put those into separate jars, right? Um, take my hands and do the same thing, okay? Those, like, crucial pieces. All of those pieces, like, my arms, mm, mm, hmm, hmm, hmm. I'm really thinking about this one. You know what? Everything from my shoulder down, chop it off, cremate it. Like, obviously, if you're gonna have like my funeral and like a casket and something, I don't know if I have control over that. I would like open casket, um, unless like I'm so disfigured that I shouldn't be open casketed. But I'd still kind of like open casket. Um, After that, cut my head off, cut my shoulders off, both shoulders off, so like you have both my arms, and cut my heart out. Definitely. Take a picture of all those things, right? Like that, and make it as gruesome and grotesque as possible, because that's gonna be freaking hilarious, right? Cremate all of those individually and put them in individual urns, obviously all labeled. Come on now. Other than that, you can bury the rest of me. I don't care. Um, uh, yeah, you can bury the rest of me, right? Take all of those ashes, take like a pinch of all of those ashes, sprinkle them onto a boat, put a bunch of gold on that boat, set it afire in the sea. Okay? Do that. Uh, and then, phew, what would people who have lived past me want with my brain ashes, my heart ashes, and my arm and hand ashes? Uh, I don't know. Split it amongst yourselves. I don't really value any piece of that more than the other pieces. I think they're all equally valuable. And you might be asking, oh, Tiger, what about your chest? What about your legs? What about like your lower half? I don't know. If I die having boobs, yeah, bury me with boobs. And if I die having a dick, I don't know. Dot dot dot. If I die without a dick, bury me without a dick, please. But yeah, we'll see. That's. Oof. My God, that is 60 to 80 years in the future is my death supposedly. Now I'm being told by scientists 2 years ago that this world is not due to go past 2035 at the way current pollution is going. And the worst part about current pollution is that I can't do a damn thing about it. So, I guess we'll see how that goes. Uh, Mark my words, if I ever get money and power for some reason, um, money, sure. Power, yeah, I don't know why I'd want that. Well, I do know why I'd want that, but I don't know why. I don't know if it'd corrupt me or not. I think it wouldn't, but apparently power corrupts anyways. There's actually a phrase out there that I prefer over the absolute power corrupts absolutely, which it kind of does. Like, which it kind of does, but I like the other phrase a bit more. Absolute power reveals. Absolutely. You know, I like that more. I like that idea more. But yeah, it's a 2:45 on the East Coast in the morning. I gotta go to sleep. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Um, I hope you all have a good rest of your day, your evening, your night, your morning. You know, whenever you watch this, I just hope those next few hours of your existence are good. if not amazing, if not some of the best in your life. I feel like I was much more easily impressed as a kid. These days, I'm not that easily impressed. Yada yada. Take care, guys. Take care. Ladies, guys, NBs, and every other configuration in between. um, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or I suppose later today. Or technically tomorrow since I have work today and I might not wake up in time to do a stream. Boy! Take care,